Good morning, guys. We are live here in West Lafayette, Indiana. We are about 19 minutes away from officially opening our 78th store. Super exciting. We have some people cheering in the background. All our employees are packed with caffeine this morning and ready to go. So if you haven't been to Fresh Time, I always like to give just a little bit of an overview, but really our mission is to be kind of that convenience of that local neighborhood store with the fun, exciting feeling of that weekend farmers market. So you'll see we're in my favorite section as a registered dietitian. By the way, my name's Carrie. Comment any questions below. But we are in the produce section, and this is my favorite department, but we obviously have everything you need for your weekly shopping trip. So food service section with awesome breads. We have a pizza station, a sandwich station, an olive bar, a salad bar, tons of like lifestyle choices, whether you like a gluten-free bread or a paleo bread or a sugar-free cake, we sell those. Also an awesome juice bar at this particular location. Cool meat and seafood department, which I did pick some foods from today. And then produce is like 30% of our store. We partner with some really great local farmers in the summertime. I'll tell you guys some of the really cool stuff that is here today. And then obviously we have an amazing dairy department, grocery department, and then 7,000 different items in our vitamin and body care section. Again, you guys, we're live in West Lafayette, and this store actually has bulk things to add to your smoothies. So tons of really cool stuff, edible flowers. I will probably be stopping by there a little bit later today to take back to Chicago. Also, our bulk department is pretty awesome here. So obviously coffee, bulk oats, bulk beans. Yes, we have some candy and dark chocolate covered things. So you can sample things there and see if you want to buy it. But today we're going to talk about, obviously, look at the cart in front of me, red, white, and blue foods that are good for you. I picked 10 of them, and really, there's probably hundreds of red, white, and blue foods, but wanted to talk a little bit about, of course, the 4th of July is coming up next Thursday. Pretty excited for that, but we're going to talk about why these things are good for you. So again, you guys, comment below with your favorite red, white, and blue food, and tell me where you're joining from this morning. I know it's early in the Central Time Zone. It's also early in the Eastern Time Zone, but we're here live in West Lafayette, and we are 16 minutes now away from our official grand opening, so pretty exciting. So the first one we're going to talk about is blueberries. So blueberries, another awesome study came out about these. Everybody knows they're good for you, but what's really amazing with them, first of all, some studies showing they're good for your brain, but a new study just came out saying if you eat one whole cup of these every single day, and the study I think lasted for about 6 months, so stock up while they're local and taste super good and fill your freezer. They can actually help reduce cardiovascular disease. So they were saying in this study by 12 to 15%. So that's a pretty significant number, but pretty interesting about blueberries. The second one is actually watermelon, which, talk about an American favorite. I know I've already eaten several watermelons this year, but they're typically in season around the Midwest between like June and October. So this is when they taste really amazing, and the huge things of them are right behind us here. They're $1.99 depending on which store location you're at. But what I recommend with a watermelon is picking one that's heavy for its size and making sure that there's no like mushy parts around the outside. Of course, at Fresh Time, you're not going to find that. But picking it that it's heavy for its size means it's pretty ripe and it's perfect to cut and enjoy that day. What's great about watermelon and also tomatoes is they have the antioxidant called lycopene, which that's what gives it that pinkish reddish color. And what we've seen in some studies is that antioxidant can actually help prevent free radicals, which is something that makes our cells overgrow, and that is something that has been linked with cancer. So obviously never saying that one food is going to prevent cancer, but really interesting things coming out about watermelon and tomatoes. Something that we can all do is eat more fresh fruits and vegetables. So the third one is actually red peppers, which a lot of you guys probably think that vitamin C only comes from oranges. Vitamin C also comes from peppers. So pretty cool thing if you ever pair a vitamin C food with a food that has iron, like asparagus or even like the steak we have here, it can actually help you absorb more iron. So pretty cool about peppers is that they're packed with vitamin C. The next one is actually raspberries, which is pretty similar to what a strawberry is. I also have some of those in the cart, but Raspberries have so much fiber in them. They're a lot lower in sugar than the other fruits. So if you're looking, and that's natural sugar, by the way, if you're looking for a healthier fruit, raspberries is probably one of your best ones to go for lower sugar. The next one is onions. White onions, pretty awesome. People think they just taste good, but what's awesome about these is they actually have something in them called diallyl sulfide. And our team members here in West Lafayette are getting ready for you guys to come in. They're making some announcements. Sorry if you guys can't hear me, but the compound in here is diallyl sulfide. Kind of hard to say, it's a scientific term, but that's what actually makes these so good for you. And what's important is not to overcook. So I know you guys might like those fried onions, but really what's great is to slice these up and throw them onto anything you're eating. They add that great flavor. I know a lot of times they make people with their eyes cry. Scientific study of one, contacts can help prevent that. The next one is jicama. So this is actually an awesome root vegetable that you can slice up, have with guacamole. Really low calories, so if you're looking for that crunch to switch out instead of chips, this is a really awesome choice. And you can buy it pre-cut in our frozen or fresh vegetable section. The next one is red meat. So I did want to make sure to include some healthy meat and seafood choices. So I picked a pretty lean cut of meat, flank steak. You can also pick anything with loin in the name. That's a pretty lean cut. Some cuts of beef are actually as lean as chicken sources. So I know red meat, sometimes people give it a bad rap, but really it's an awesome source of protein. Tons of iron, tons of vitamin B12, and especially if you're eating it with healthy fruits and vegetables a couple times a week, it's great. I love to do flank steak and sear it and then slice it real thin and then throw it over like some peas and asparagus with a honey mustard dressing. Super tasty and very summery and fresh. All right, the next one that we have here is actually cod. So you guys, again, we're live here in West Lafayette. Our store is almost ready for you guys here. Pretty exciting to open up our doors in about 10 minutes. But the cod that I grabbed, this is an awesome new brand. It actually talks about how it's sustainable, which I really appreciate. It looks like it's coming from Iceland. And cod is an awesome source of protein. It's a lean fish, similar to other white fish, so not like salmon, but it's got vitamin B12 in there too. The last one that I did want to highlight, you guys, is our blueberry matcha kombucha. So all dietitians love kombucha because it's fermented tea, has a little bit of caffeine in there, and then also has tons of probiotics. So all kombuchas are pretty awesome. So one other one that I did want to throw in there is from our vitamin and body care section. This one is a white food, but it has a blue container. But this is collagen. So a lot of people adding this to their coffee, like myself. Really great for hair, skin, and nails, keep you looking young. Collagen is something that our body stops producing as we get older. And so a lot of times people like this. Also, what's great about Vital Proteins is they use the whole animal. So if you're looking for a brand that has quality standards, this is a really awesome one to include. So you guys, again, we talked about the 10 red, white, and blue foods that are good for you. We're live here in West Lafayette, Indiana. Please comment your favorite red, white, and blue food and have a wonderful 4th of July. I hope to see you guys today.